Hi guys, so my great aunt gave my grandma some different laces. Let me show you. So we've got these kind of lace, this nice wide lace. I have an idea for what I'm going to use this for if I have enough. There's this one which has been trimmed down a little bit. So it's the same lace, it's just been trimmed down a little bit. And then this has been trimmed down even more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut some pieces off, and we are going to attempt to dye it and see if it works, because I'm not sure if it's going to dye. I don't know what material it's made of, so we're just going to try a small sample of that. I also have this one, which is like a crochet lace effect, so we'll try that. They both need a bit of a wash. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soak these. I'm also probably going to throw some other bits and pieces in the jars as well, just to use up the dye. Yeah, so let's experiment, see what happens. So I think I'm going to use food colouring in one jar, and then in another jar we'll use probably a natural dye. If I've got any beans left, I'll use some beans because I like the colour. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is our pre-soaked materials, just in water. I'm going to add my boiling water, probably to about there, that's all we need. And then I'm going to add some of this. Ugh, that's got all wet. Yeah, just give me a sec. Okay, so I have a large blob of our Wilton's Violet. Now this is my old one that we experimented with before. I'm sorry if you can hit the washing machine. It's a big wash day. So this one didn't seem to break like the newer one. Okay, already I feel like that's not taking on too much colour. I think, well, we'll give it some time. Okay, and then I need to get out something to put in this one. Right, so these have been sitting for a couple of days by the radiator. So I'm going to wash this one first. And this one I'm going to have to take some extra care with because it looks like there's mould in that jar. How nice. So we'll put that to one side for a minute. And let's get to washing. So put that some water. Let's grab our bits out. Try not to get any of the beans. I don't know if this yarn's taken any colour. No, I don't think so, so we'll deal with that later. Let's grab bits out the bottom. There we go, we'll untangle that yarn from the beans later. Just give this a wash. Good. Okay. So okay. So that's taken on some colour. That's good. Ooh, that's nice. So the lace part's taken on the colour and the meshy part hasn't. That could be really pretty. That could be lovely to play with. Yes. Okay, so that's that one washed. Okay. Now then, probably should wear gloves or something with this, but there's a lot of blue coming out. If I'd added some more vinegar, I could probably get the blue to take, but not that worried. What is that? Was it mould or was it just the lace at the top? Something's disintegrated in there. Ew, how bizarre. Right, let's just pop it in the bowl. Okay, that's interesting. So that hasn't taken on the food colouring, so that is probably a cotton lace, which is what I kind of suspected. So that's cotton as well, but for some reason this one takes on food colouring. I don't know. Maybe it's got something else with it, a blend of some sort. Yeah. Now this, woohoo, look at that. That really took on the pinks. Beautiful, right. Got some really nice striking colours there. I actually found a salad spinner in a charity shop, so I'm going to try that for helping me dry the yarn a bit quicker. And the lace and that, because it's very hard to get all the liquid out just like this. It just tends to drip for ages, so if we give it a good spin in the spinner, and hopefully get out some of that moisture, and then it'll dry quicker. A lot of colour coming out. Yeah, slowing down now, we're okay. ink's not draining very fast. Okay, let's go back to the jar. All right. Moisture is coming out the bottom. It's cute. Oh yeah, look, not a drip in sight. Fantastic. This is going to speed up my process so much. Okay, so I'm going to dry these off properly, sort out that yarn with the beans in, and then I will show you what these look like when they're dry. So I love the effect that I'm getting off that lace. Since I have an idea for a project with that lace, I thought I'd experiment with the colours. So I've literally just got a small jar for each. Sorry if I'm leaning over. So I'm going to use teal. Mix that up. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'm going to drop that in. I've just given these a quick rinse. Just make sure that it's covered. Just because they are quite old. If I'm going to be doing this to my final product, I'll give it a proper wash and soak before we start, but I'm just jumping in just to test what these colours are going to look like, how they're going to break on that lace, so that I can use it in my final project, maybe, potentially. Just experimenting. So that's that one. So we'll pop that by the radiator. It's snowing outside, so there's no way we're gonna... Well, the sun is out, but it's just so cold. So then the next colour I'm going to experiment with is the burgundy. Obviously we've done the violet already, and I'm actually quite surprised how well that broke, because last time we used that particular one, it didn't break, so I'm not sure. Oh, yes. Let's get a bit more dye in there. These are my ones that I only use for dyeing, so I'm not really fussed about putting the spoon back in there, so I'm not going to be eating it. It's just for dyeing. Okay. Just hope my camera battery is going to be okay. Drop that piece in. Oh, forgot the vinegar. Let's get some vinegar in there. Ooh. So that's that one. Let's have a look at that. Kind of an orangey, pinky vibe going on there. Stick that there by the radiator. Next one is the copper. Move across a bit now so you can see what I'm doing. Right, let's grab a bit of copper. That's quite a lot. This is not, I'm not measuring anything out. I don't really feel like I need to. I'm just trying to figure out what each colour is going to look like. So if I need to make, when I'm doing the final project, if I decide to use any of these, I can always add more or less from whatever I think. You know, this is not an exact science. For me, anyway. Oh, my lid's being a bit dodgy. Hang on, there we go. So that is the copper. Lovely. There we go. And then our last one, I'm going to play with the royal blue. Oh, which I have never opened. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, well that's lovely. That looks amazing. Drop that in. There we go. And then some acid. Now blue could be a problem. Blue does take the longest to absorb, so we shall see. We might just leave these jars for like a week maybe and see how they go. We'll see. So that's all them done. And we'll be back when they're ready to come out of the jars. Okay, so this is what we've got. So this is our natural dye side. Very pale colours. It has dyed it slightly. It's got a sort of bluish colour. Very subtle. Nice. Obviously I tried these without mordant, so that might be why it's so subtle. Keep knocking my light off for some reason. And then obviously this is our food colouring side. Very bright, vibrant colours. And I just love the way the colour split there. So you've got blue at the top, like a bluey, yeah, pale blue in here. And then the pinks. So yeah, some nice interesting fabrics and things there. So that's fun. But then, obviously we have our other food colouring experiments and they came out fantastic. So that was the more teal colour. So that's got kind of a mermaidy colouring. You've got the green there and the blue there. Lovely. And then I can't remember what colour we used actually. I need to go back and watch it. But that split as well. Was it the blue that we used? Which is interesting because it's split in a very similar way to the violet. I don't think we used violet, did we? I'm sure we used the blue. And then these two. I need to double check again with these two. I think this is the copper and this is the burgundy. Not 100%. But you've got one that's more reddish and one that's more like a hot pink. So yeah, they came out great. I don't know if the colours are coming out great on the camera, but yeah. I love those. So yeah, thank you for joining me with that little experiment, and I hope you have a lot of fun with this. Grab some fibres and some food colourings or natural dyes. Just stick it all in a jar and leave it and see what happens. It's great fun. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.